We're live.
All right, hello everyone. This is today's meet and greet. This is actually part 2. So this is Zaffirini, who, for those of you who tuned in yesterday, we also featured him on the ground yesterday. But we can't really figure out why this guy hasn't had more interest from adopters, so we wanted to just give you another look at him under saddle. You might have also remembered our virtual tour 2 Wednesdays ago. He also was in the free jump, so there have been lots of different things we've done with him, but really for today I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek, or not so much a sneak peek, but an opportunity to see how our appointments work here, especially since at this time, because of COVID concerns, we're not able to host face-to-face appointments. So here's how they work generally. The adopter comes into the barn. Sometimes they'll opt to see the horses being tacked up and things like that, but just for the sake of time, we decided to skip that part, get right to the riding. So we generally show the adopters walk, trot, canter, both directions, and then I open it up to the adopter and say, is there anything else you'd like to see? So I'll go ahead and show you walk, trot, canter, both directions. And I'm fortunate enough to have a good team of riders who handles some of the horses, because clearly I can't ride 30 every day myself. So I actually haven't been on ZAPPERINI for several weeks, so we'll see how it goes. But I'll then open it up to you guys and write in the comments what you'd like to see. So I'm Leandra, I missed that part of the beginning. I'm the facility director and trainer in Kentucky. This is Zapperini. He's a 7-year-old gelding. If you go on our website at horseadoption.com, then you'll see his profile. His name is Zapperini. What about his tongue?
He's biting his tongue, you can see it.
He's biting his tongue, you can see. He has sort of an interesting tongue. Many of you might not have seen it, but we're not sure exactly what happened, but he bit the tip of his tongue off, which must have hurt a great deal. But I think he was clearly very competitive on the track for a while, and he probably just was in the zone. He did whatever it took to get the place. So without further ado, I will show you Zapperini, and we have Anna, Julie, and Ali behind the camera able to answer any questions. So feel free to type in the comments anything you're thinking of that comes up, and we'll try to address it. All right, let's do this.
So Julie, you've ridden Zapperini. What are some things that you really like about him?
He's willing to please. He'll do pretty much anything you ask of him. He actually does have really good muscle memory, so when you start working on something with him, he remembers it very quickly when you ask him again the next time you ride him, which is really impressive with him since he was on the track for so long.
Camera, there we go. Is he more of a push ride, or what kind of?
He's kind of somewhere in between. Obviously, as the days get hotter, he's a little bit more tired and you have to use a bit more leg, but he is a sporty ride. He's a little bit more uphill, and he feels kind of like a Porsche when you're riding him, so
Got a lot of power.
when you push him to go, he goes.
He was a stakes winner and stakes placed. If I remember correctly, won over 250,000. Raced at several different racetracks, a lot up in New York. He's what we consider a war horse due to earnings. And how many times did he race? I think maybe 30 some starts.
Yeah, 32 starts.
32 starts.
Yeah, he had some miles.
And he definitely proves that on the ground. He's really easy to work with, walks right around, really easy to lead.
He's out right now in a smaller gelding field at night with about 3 other geldings, and he is head of the pecking order.
He's the boss. Not unusual when we have a horse that's been successful at the track. They do tend to be more alpha per se. And I found the war horses, they do have a good work ethic. It's like they're used to working. They like to work. They like their job, or they wouldn't have been successful at it. And that does seem to translate over to equestrian world. And if you're going to have a horse that's competitive or even just a nice trail horse, you want them to have a good work ethic, that they're excited to do what you want them to do. And that seems to be Zapperini.
He does have a really nice canter. It's super rhythmic, and he doesn't...
Nice lead change.
Yep. He might seem like he's going a little bit faster, but she actually doesn't have that much contact. And once he gets into his canter, then you can really just loosen your rein and he'll just canter right along.
You guys need to speak a little louder. I'm being told. That's great, Leandra. Do we have any questions?
Do we have any suggestions or other things?
Oh boy,
Things you want to see?
he looks very proud of himself.
He
I did it.
is.
I did my lead change.
What'd you think?
Now, what do you think he's going to be good for or suitable for?
Well, he retired without any known limitations, and he's kind of like an Energizer bunny. Like, he's really willing and he tries his hardest to be with you and do what you want to do, but he has a lot of energy, he has a lot of drive. So you can see even at like just doing 1.5 laps around, he still is like, I'm not done, I want to keep going, and has a little bit more drive muscle to him. Like, he has a big engine. So I think he could be an eventer or a show jumper or something where he could really be in a program and use himself. I think that he could get bored really easily because he is really smart. So I don't see him so much in like a leisure role right now. Maybe when he's a lot older and sort of done with all the things that he wants to accomplish, but he definitely is a horse who has things that he wants to do and doesn't feel like he is limited by any sort of mental or physical means.
So what type of rider do you think would be best suited for him?
Well, because he can be strong at times when he gets excited and has a little bit more push muscle in him, then I think that he would do best with an advanced rider who can bring him back and not really get in an argument with him, because you can see also, like, he is a horse who likes to relax and do this. So it might seem like he could handle somebody who is more of an intermediate rider, but we really want to pair people with the horses for even the days where they are a little bit more challenging. So I think he really needs an advanced type rider, but he's learning really quickly, and I think that he's going to be a blast.
Okay. And, he's 7 years old, right?
Yes, 7 years old.
Does he go over jumps, and can we see that?
Sure. We put him through the jumping chute, and actually the video of him in the jumping chute is online. And he's still really new to it, but let's go ahead and see.
You want to see it? Okay.
We haven't actually done him with a person on, so this will be a first, and we can all experience.
Do you want us to put a pull down first or anything? Or adjust that jump over there?
Well, let's do this one because you guys will be able to see it in the back.
Perfect.
I'll do it towards you.
Why don't we put it down and do a pull? Yeah, put it down.
Pull. We'll just have everyone hit it first.
Kathy, we're doing this just for you.
This one out.
No, just put it on the ground.
Yeah. You can push one out of the way and perfect. And actually we'll just let him eat it like this. And let him sniff it out. Good boy. And I actually didn't even ask him to go over that, so clearly.
Just push, yeah, but just push them together and she'll go over them together like that. That's fine.
I'm gonna walk in between so he doesn't feel like he needs to be driving through it. And we know that it's time. Very enthusiastic.
Do you want one side up?
Yeah.
Rambo's been tuckered out. Do you want the other side up? Rambo's imitating a ground pole. That's awesome. Whoa! He definitely does not want to touch it.
Well, that's a good sign. He's scopy and he doesn't like touching poles.
That's all right. Whoop!
That's a little too far away.
Chirp, chirp. Whoa!
Alex, I'll have you put a pole a little bit further out.
Can we do a white one?
Do like 4 steps out.
Oh, hey, do a white one.
So we'll put up another pole to give him something to think about, and so hopefully he'll just step over, come back for a second, and then think about the jump. But enthusiasm is really not bad, especially in these preliminary stages. So you'll see I'm not really trying to crank him back when he's approaching the jump, because we want him to have momentum and have that enthusiasm, but we'll just try to get him to be more mindful of taking one step back to bring himself more on his spout, and not think about just stretching and launching so much. Okay?
you go.
And you see, he's already thinking about just going back to a walk instead of thinking of just keeping rushing. We've established that pattern with him, so he's going to have that moment of reflecting, taking a breath, and not just sort of panic rushing through everything. When you're experiencing something new. And you're not going to get perfection, but that's a pretty heck of a good start. You see, he was still trying to be really strong through the corner there at first, and now he's actively thinking about coming back and walking. So we'll call it a day with the jumping. And I don't know if we have any other suggestions coming in, but that was a pretty heck of a good introduction to jumping under saddle. People can be awkward and throw their weight around, so we really just try to make it an easy transition, an easy learning experience. You can still see he's still pretty relaxed. He's not really, he's thinking about things and he's still kind of fussy with his mouth, which he does, but he's not stressed out. It's really hot in this ring right now because we've kept it closed up for trying to keep some birds out, and he's still being a really good boy.
Great. So again, where can they find him at?
If you go on our website, horseadoption.com, and go to horses, you'll see his profile is under ZAPPERINI. That's this guy. 2013 gelding, available for adoption. And he is an unlimited prospect, looking for a higher level home. He definitely has the mentality for it, and he doesn't have any physical issues that we know of. So we're ready to see this guy in the winner's circle.
Great.